Hi, Kirby.
Hello, how you going?
I'm good. I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised to be chatting to you right now because I thought you were going deep this time.
Oh, look, so did I. I don't think I realized how big of a player I had become because I was just playing it. I was just enjoying the moments and playing the game and just having that fearless, rebellious energy. Yeah, I didn't realize.
You're someone who's, notoriously said, you don't watch the show, you've just learnt on the fly. But what did you know about these players going in?
I knew very little. Super fans who know me, the person that I am and the player that I was on Titans and Rebels, they just gave me the information that I needed. So, David and his connections and his charisma, George and his ability to work with numbers, Luke and his, Joker style of play. And people don't really see that in me because I'm a kid at heart. Like I'm a bit childish sometimes, but I've never played the game in that space. But I know that I can match that. Janine and that boss energy that she brings, and I guess the calculated timing as well. So that's all of what I was aware of. But then obviously on the other side, the three Americans, Tony's chaos, Parvati's flirtatious, and Cirie's ability just to her social game to bring people in. I was aware of all of that, but that was the limit. That was it.
And what was it about Parvati that made you want to work with her?
She's the biggest player in the world. Nobody wanted her around for very long, and I wanted to play with that caliber of player. I wanted to see what we could do together and see what chaos we could do because I like chaos. I operate in chaos, and because she was such a big target, her name was coming up often. And you can see that she was a little on edge a lot and never trusted fully in anyone, but probably Cirie. But yeah, I like big players. I want to always play with them.
Yeah, it's an exciting way to play, and we've seen you play like that in both seasons now. You're always very calm, you're very cool, calm, and collected when you play the game. And I feel like in last night's scramble, we saw a different side to you. You seemed a bit more vulnerable and a little bit more rattled. What happened there?
I think that was from Luke and Janine's conversation the night before. So, like, what not a lot of people are seeing is the relationships. I was working with Janine, I was working with Luke, I was working with Shawnee, I was working with Sarah, and I was trying to work with George. So, and I was all of their number ones, and they were all of my number ones, right? So, which is why nobody was really saying my name. But because Sarah had started just leaking my name out, and Ree wouldn't just never do that in as a ride and die. So I'm got that comparison. So when I did do Sarah to cement a relationship with Cirie and Parvati, it obviously broke the Luke and Janine relationship that I had on the Aussie tribe. And then the next day, we just weren't talking. So I was like, I don't really know what's going on. My trust is here. Hopefully, I've proven it over throughout the whole entire season, not just that one night. There were conversations that we're having across the mat, like often. But yeah, I think I put trust in that.
Do you think voting out Sarah was your game-ending move?
I think Sarah saying my name started to make people question my loyalty. And if I'm with you, I am with you. If I not at any stage did I ever say Ree's name in our season, and Ree voted with Caroline and Kitty, even though I said to her, they don't want to play with you. Um, she still did that freely, and we still never said each other's names. So when Sarah was doing that, it put doubt in players like Parv and Cirie when I was like, I've proven to you over and over and over again, this is where I want to sit. And now they're seeing me as a big threat. Like, why can't I just sit with you and we all just be big threats?
So last night, when you got blindsided, you seemed genuinely hurt.
Yeah.
Why was last night so difficult, or why was that blindside so difficult?
Well, and this was personal reasons as well. It was my sister's wedding. I was maid of honor. That was her wedding day, and the day before, amazing, great. I could just attend it. The day of, I was struggling anyway because there was this. Ashley has always supported me in everything that I've ever done, and this was one of the biggest days in her life. And I'm the older sister, I was a maid of honor, and I chose to play this game, and she supported me. And when that happened, on top of then being blindsided, there were just all these mixed emotions. And yeah, it probably hurt for a couple of reasons. You never want to be on that side of blindside, ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess when you got blindsided by Parvati, how did that betrayal sit with you?
Oh, it is what it is. And I think about it. I only held on to that hurt maybe for 24 hours because it was all that processing, like what were the conversations, what did I miss, who did I need to talk to, who else was there, like all of those sort of things play in your head anyway. But yeah, I think about it as well. If I was in the same situation, my ride and die, which is hers, was Cirie. Cirie has connections to, Lisa, who has connections to the other world players. I probably would have done the same thing. I mean, if I was Parv, I would have made the same decision, because I'd played just this fearless brand of rebellious type survivor and not really realizing the threat level that I was creating for myself and the fear that I was instilling in these icons. It was a little too late. Like, it was just, I just didn't realize that's what was happening. I was just out there having fun.
I mean, you definitely proved yourself and you definitely mixed it with the best of them. Is there anything you could have changed about your game to get a different outcome, do you think?
I think not being so forward. I think sitting back and doing what I did on the Rebels and Titans Beach. But again, it's not the same game, where Titans and Rebels, you're out there 47 days potentially. This is 16, and I was voted off on day 10. So it's so fast. It's so fast paced. I like that. Because it's chaotic, and chaos means you can't sit in your comfort. But yeah, there's definitely things I've learned and definitely things I'll incorporate into my game. But if I play again, I don't want people knowing my secrets.
Are you planning on playing again?
I think I need to. I feel like I've got unfinished business. I feel like there's a lot of growth that I've learned from both seasons for different reasons. And I feel like that, as I mature as a player, as a person, and the more that I see other players, and there's definitely some unfinished business.
Exciting. Well, that's something we can all look forward to. I'd love to know, I mean, you're playing with all these amazing players, but I think we've seen in both seasons now, you are just someone that people are drawn to, and you had all these players clambering to basically play with you. What's your secret? Like, what do you think it is about you that makes everyone want to play with you?
Yeah, I think people see it outwardly with Parv's game, that flirtatious aura, that draw. We have a similar sort of energy in that sense, and I like connecting with people. So if we're gonna catch up, Hayley, I'm gonna want to know all about you and who you are as a person, and I'm gonna be vulnerable to who I am, and you're gonna feel like you're safe with me, and all of those things. And it's all true and genuine. And I think that's something that I've always done throughout my life. To be able to step into your world and to know that I'm not threatening to who you are as a person, and for you to always be in control of that. Yeah,
I love that. And we've seen that. And I think, you were able to basically use that to your advantage.
Yes.
I would love to get to some quickfire questions.
Okay. Oh, God.
All right, your time starts now. What is a better feeling, winning individual immunity or pulling off a blindside?
I think a blindside.
Player with the most annoying habit in camp this season, and what was it?
Maybe George, and not actually like helping with the fire, the cooking, the building the shelter, anything.
What hurt more, being betrayed by Ferris when he didn't play his idol for you, or being blindsided by Parvati?
Just being blindsided. I knew that Ferris was always going to flinch. There was no way that I think that he could have beaten me.
Who were you most starstruck by on this season?
No one. I'm not really starstruck by anyone, even as an athlete. I think if I met Michael Jordan, I'd be pretty excited. Maybe, no one.
I feel like that's a very Kirby answer. What is your favorite moment from the season?
I think just walking out on the mat and just seeing everyone and just feeling the energy and the excitement, and being a part of biggest game in the world with the biggest plays in the world and the first ever one of it all. So I think that was, pretty exciting for me.
If you could be on any reality show, what would you be on?
Maybe Big Brother. It would just let me be social.
And finally, if someone was to write a history book in 100 years' time, what would be the headline for the Kirby chapter?
Maybe So Much to Learn.
I mean, you don't have to still pretend you don't know what you're doing, Kirby. The game's over.
No, well, there is so much to learn. But maybe Black Mamba. Let's go with the Queen herself and naming me that. I feel really privileged that I've finally got a title or something. I'm doing the princess thing just to downplay a lot of things, but Black Mamba suits. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Kirby. It's been so great to chat with you. I actually worked on Titans versus Rebels in the edit, so I have seen your game and, you're a really impressive player.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll incorporate a few things and become even better.
Yeah, we hope to see you back soon.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Yeah.